Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya talks with Swami Vivekananda by Sri Sharachandra Chakravarti, one of the greatest household disciples of Swami Vivekananda. Page number 63, continuation of the section 7. Soon after this, the sound of bells and conch shells, etc., rose from all quarters when Swamiji said, "Now that the eclipse has begun, let me sleep, and you please massage my feet." Gradually, the eclipse covered the whole of the sun's disk, and all around fell the darkness of dusk. While there were 15 or 20 minutes left for the eclipse to pass off, Swamiji rose from his siesta and after washing jocosely said, "Well, people say that whatever one does during an eclipse, one gets that millionfold in future. So I thought that the mother, Mahamaya, the divine mother, did not ordain that this body might have good sleep. And if I could get some sleep during the eclipse, I might have plenty of it in future. But it all failed, for I slept only for 15 minutes at the most." After this, at the behest of Swamiji, some short speeches were made. There was yet an hour left before dusk. When all had assembled in the parlor, Swamiji told them to put him any question they liked. Swami Shuddhananda asked, "Swamiji, what is the real nature of meditation, dhyana?" Swamiji replies, "Meditation is the focusing of the mind on some object. If the mind acquires concentration, ekagrata, on one object, it can be so concentrated on any object whatsoever." Disciple: Swamiji, mention is made in the scriptures of two kinds of meditation, one having some object, Vishaya, and the other objectless, Nirvishaya. What is meant by all that, and which of the two is the higher one? Swamiji replies, "First, the practice of meditation has to proceed with some one object before the mind. Once I used to concentrate my mind on some black point. Ultimately, during those days, I could not see the point any more, nor notice that the point was before me at all. The mind used to be no more. No wave of functioning would rise, as if it were all an ocean without any breath of air. In that state, I used to experience glimpses of supersensuous truth. So I think the practice of meditation, even with some trifling external object, leads to mental concentration, man ki ekagrata. But it is true that the mind very easily attains calmness when one practices meditation with anything on which one's mind is most apt to settle down. This is the reason why we have in this country so much worship of the images of gods and goddesses, and what wonderful art developed from such worship. But no more of that now. The fact, however, is that the objects of meditation can never be the same in the case of all people. People have proclaimed and preached to others only those external objects to which they held on to become perfected in meditation, oblivious of the fact later on that these objects are aids to the attainment of perfect mental calmness. People have extolled them beyond everything else. They have wholly concerned themselves with the means, getting comparatively unmindful of the end. The real aim is to make the mind functionless, but this cannot be got at unless one becomes absorbed in some object. Swamiji says, the real aim is to make the mind functionless, to make the mind absolutely calm, serene, and tranquil. But This cannot be got at unless one becomes absorbed in some object. To be continued. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.